I mean, I'm kind of trying to put together like a little value bulk submission right now.
I mean, it honestly doesn't look half bad. If you're buying it to grade, I'll do 50 bucks on it. If it comes back at 10, just come and see me next time. We'll work a deal.
Okay, I'm certainly down for that, man.
What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we are headed to a local card show here in Louisville, Kentucky. Today is Saturday, August 3rd, so this is the weekend after the National, so pretty excited to head back to a local card show and see how it is. I really have no idea what to expect. I don't really think there's a ton of other shows going on right now, so hopefully it's a really good turnout. Hopefully people are eager to get back to a show post-National, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not really looking for anything in particular other than some lower end cards to grade. I'm actually working on a value bulk submission currently. It's been quite a while since I've sent in a personal submission to PSA, and I currently have about 18 or 19 cards. The minimum amount for a value bulk submission is 20. So at the very least, I need to pick up like 1 or 2 cards. Would love to get that up to maybe 25 or 30. So we'll see how that goes. But I do have to head to the ATM and grab some cash, and then we'll head on to the show. Alright guys, we just got to the show. We did pick up our cash from the ATM. It is exactly 9 o'clock, which is when this show does start. And I have never seen the parking lot this packed. So I'm expecting a really good turnout just from the parking lot. Again, I just pulled in here and I've never seen this many cars when I've gotten to this show. Maybe when I've been leaving the show, it's been close to this packed, but I'm expecting a really good turnout. So again, we're looking for lower end stuff that I can send to PSA in a value bulk submission. Probably around, I don't know, 10 to 30, $40 range, stuff like that. Looking for popular players like Wemby, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and head on in and we'll see what we can find today.
Looks like you've had some decent pulls here lately.
I told you guys we're going crazy. And it's like, I ain't missed a box. It ain't been like, oh, I bought 20 boxes. I bought like 5 boxes since last month, and I got all that out.
Nice, man.
Every now and then you got to get some money back in Panini. It took about
$2,000 every now and then.
They owe me a couple dollars every now and then. Extra space like that.
All right, man. These are 145 comps. What do you think? What do you think about those three? So that's 40, 35, and 70.
This light don't do for 35. I'd rather hold it than do it for 35.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
I got you. Give me 10 seconds.
Yeah, you're fine, man.
I'm fully ready for you.
I haven't seen anybody. Oh, okay, yeah, it's like $1. I'd be okay. What do you think about those two though?
I mean, where you at it?
I mean
72 and 40, yeah.
70 and 40, so 110. So what do you think? Do any better? How about 100 on them? Just 10 off.
I ain't sure.
Do what?
What you think about Anthony Richardson?
What am I thinking?
Yeah, you think he's gonna be a star, or you think he's just another guy?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's hard to say because he hasn't really done anything.
Yeah, people are buying him.
It's just, it's purely hype.
First grading? That'll work, bro.
100. Okay, I appreciate it, man.
Well, you over here sniping me for everybody to get to me.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I show you the Frank tag. I ain't sure. The Frank snap.
I appreciate it, man.
Always.
the thing about the wild cards, it is hard to find counts because they're so short numbered. Now I do have, this one's the wild card, that color insert. I have his actual King of Hearts, King of Spades on there, so it's cheaper. I think they're numbered to 4. They're not. They don't have the color variation.
This is not my world.
Any chance you do 15 on both those?
What do I have?
It's like 21, but I mean that one's about 10. Those are probably 5. So
Yeah, you want to get 17? Does that work?
that's fine. Do you have 3 ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha. That's the thing about those, the AR and stuff. Whatever I don't sell here sells online.
Yeah. For
Super
sure.
easily.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Enjoy them.
All right, guys. So quick update from the show. My judgment from the parking lot that it was packed was accurate. It is very, very full in here. We actually have a couple dealers set up over here, which typically that's not the case, but really, really good turnout today. There are a couple empty tables, but overall, very crowded. Been able to find a couple cards so far. I think I'm at 4 pickups total. So we're gonna keep looking and see what else we can find.
How's it going, Frank?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Mind if I take a look at this one?
Yep, go for it.
Is this you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, I love those thrillers, but the centering on those is just tough.
Yeah. As I said, the centering on this one.
Yeah, it's very hard to find a centered one of those.
It matters.
That just comes down to how it's manufactured.
Yep. It's
Is this one you too?
Yeah.
Do you care if I take it out?
Nope.
Okay. Have you looked at it at all?
I think it's pretty clean. I have looked at it. But
Yeah, I think she's gonna be super popular.
yeah, I was looking
this
for,
year.
Whenever I see a Becker's, I try and buy it.
Yeah.
I had a blue of that. I had purple.
Oh, really?
I sold it.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, like her and Caitlin Clark, I'm still trying to pick up.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I do 15.
15. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. It looks pretty good from what I can tell, but who knows?
I was like, oh, that's my card.
You got a 5?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Perfect. Do you mind if I take a picture real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
man.
Let me know if you need to see
Okay, yeah, I was.
Football's down there too.
Oh, okay, no, I was looking at the Caitlin Clark.
It might be different, dude.
You got any room on
You
it?
can let me know.
I mean,
One pull from a national packs.
oh, you pulled that?
Yeah, I bought like
nice.
$600 worth of national packs from my buddy.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna run whatnot, and then my connection at the hotel wasn't good, so I just
You just
ripped
ripped them? Yeah. No, I mean one just did 86. I could do 80 on it if you could do that. Okay. Or actually, before, have you looked at it at all?
ahead,
I should have looked at it.
It should be clean, but take a look at it. I was gonna tell you to look it over.
Yeah. It's so hard to tell in here anyway. I'm not gonna be able to see anything anyway.
You're more than welcome to take it out too.
Okay.
The lighting in your sucks.
Yeah, I know. Did you look at it at all yourself at all?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I grade it just because of the edges are so weird.
Oh, really?
Just I didn't personally like look it over. I just don't I don't grade national pack stuff. Are you buying it to grade?
Yeah, I mean I'm kind of trying to put together like a little value bulk submission right now.
I mean, it honestly doesn't look half bad. If you're buying it to grade, I'll do 50 bucks on it. If it comes back at 10, just come and see me next time. We'll work a deal.
Okay, I'm certainly down for that, man.
So
it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't. For national pack stuff, it don't.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that,
yeah.
You're welcome to work with you.
Yeah, man. If it's
10, just come back and come see me next time.
Yeah, if it gets a 10, I'll give you another 50 on it.
Shout me out on the YouTube. Yeah. Do that.
Let's see. You got a 10 on you?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
It's early in the day, so I don't know how many low bills I have, but I should have some.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem, bro.
Hopefully that'll get a 10.
Yeah, seriously. I can't imagine they'd be pretty low pop when they did.
Yeah.
Hey, last year my buddy he bought the Richardson 101.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
And he sent it to Beckett twice, and at RCR 8, RCR 9, and he sent it to PSA at 10.
What the heck? That's crazy. Grading is crazy.
CJ Stroud got like an 8 though, so he wasn't too
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went crazy with those national packs. He had a problem.
All right, guys, and we just walked out of the show. It is about 10:30, so I was in there just over about an hour and a half, and I gotta say, really great turnout. There were a couple empty tables, but for the most part, the show was absolutely packed, whether it be dealers at the show or just people attending the show. Really good turnout. So I think a lot of people like me were eager to get back to a show after the national, or maybe they just saw all the national content and wanted to get to a show themselves. So hobby is remaining booming, and I did end up picking up 7 cards today. Hopefully, I think I got clips of most of those pickups. Didn't really get a lot of B-roll or anything like that, so hopefully the video turns out okay. But again, I do think I got most of the clips of the pickups, but huge shout out to Key Cards. So this is probably my favorite pickup of the show. Hopefully you guys can see that okay, but it is a Caitlin Clark from the National Panini National VIP Silver Packs, and the price on this one was $100. And I actually talked to him. I told him, hey, I'm looking to build a value bulk submission, and he said, okay, if you're gonna grade it, I'll give this card to you for 50 bucks. If it comes back at 10, come back and see me next show and give me a little bit more. I was like, you got yourself a deal. So 50 bucks on the Caitlin Clark. Hopefully it does 10. I told him if it does get a 10, I'll come back, give him the full price of 100, so 50 more. So we'll see how that goes, but was able to pick up 7 cards, spent a total of around 250 bucks, so right around $35 a card. So let's go ahead and head home. I'll show you guys all the pickups and talk a little bit more about the show. All right, guys, and I have made it back home from the show, so I want to go ahead and show you guys all of the pickups. I am recording this clip on the day after the show, so I'm going to do my best. I think I can remember all the prices and everything, but I do want to go ahead and get this recorded so I can get this video uploaded for you guys today on Sunday. So just a little bit about the show real quick before we do get into the pickups. I gotta say, first thing, it was so nice to be back at a local show with dealers who are willing to negotiate and not sell cards for either 100% or over comps like it was at the National. You know, I know that one video where I showed the raw card going for over a PSA 10. That got a lot of people upset for some reason. A lot of people were really defending the dealers at the National, saying, you know, they can set whatever price they want, which I am fully aware of. I'm, you know, not really going to the National expecting a lot of deals from dealers. But, you know, a raw going for over a PSA 10 and not being willing to negotiate is just, in my mind, it's just crazy. You know, maybe a lot of people that watch my videos are just millionaires and they can pay whatever they want, and more power to you, but that's just not me. I'm not doing that. So shout out to the local dealers who are willing to negotiate and give good deals on cards. So I just want to say that it was definitely very, very nice. A big difference from the National. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the pickups. Shout out to my guy Sam. Excuse me, the first 2 pickups did come from him. So I picked up the pink Ellie De La Cruz and the Anthony Richardson Optic Hollow. I thought both of these cards look very well centered. And again,
I basically went to this show with the intention of picking up some lower end cards to hopefully be able to grade in a PSA value bulk submission. And, the lighting is not great there, so I'm definitely not going to be able to examine the surface super close. But I did the best I could as far as like centering corners and edges. So I thought these two actually looked really good. And I have had some luck in the past picking up cards from Sam because he does not grade. He doesn't look at cards for like condition. He basically just, opens boxes and sells them as is. So shout out to him again. He's always, super easy to work with, definitely willing to work. So I think the price on the LE, these do like 40 and the Anthony Richardson does like 70 to 75. So about 110 here ended up picking up. I paid pretty strong on these, did pay 100. So I just got like basically a $10 discount, but I thought they both looked in pretty good condition. I will have to evaluate them further, under a magnifying lens. But we got the Ellie and the Anthony Richardson. And then I actually picked this one up from Sam later on in the show. So originally I offered him, I think like either 30 or 35 on this one. And he said for that price, he would rather just hold it. So I was like, that's cool. Whatever, that's fine. You can definitely hold on to it if you want to. But I went back and was like, hey, just curious, what would you want to be at? These do like $40. And he said he would need at least 40 on it. I was like, okay, I'll do 40 on it. I didn't know, you just wanted $5 more. So, again, shout out to Sam, always easy to work with. But we got the Brock Purdy, optic rocket emoji. Obviously not a rookie, but Purdy stuff still sells well. So picked that one up for 40. So basically paid 100% there. But everything else, I got some pretty good deals on. The next deal, I picked these two up from the same dealer. I believe, so the price is not on that one. I believe it was 15 on this one and 6 on the base. So $21, I offered 15 and he came back at 17. So I'm not going to turn it down over $2. But I'm a big fan of this year's My Houses. I think they look really nice. And I do think this would do pretty well in a 10. So, you pick this one up for 15, graded for 20. You're in it for 35. A 10 probably is going to do at least like 75 or $80. So pretty decent ROI potential there. And then, optic base, I thought, again, just kind of really looked at centering. Thought it looked pretty well centered. So we're going to give that one a try. And then the next two, we picked up a Paige Becker's Bowman Chrome First Refractor. So price on that one was 20. I was kind of examining it. It was like, hey, have you checked it out? He said he thought it looked pretty clean. And while I was looking at it, he was like, I'll do 15 on it if you want to do that. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do 15. So kind of the same thing. I'm not 100% sure what these do as 10s, but, in at 15, graded for 20. You're in the card 35. I would think, I do think her and Juju are going to be by far the best two players in women's college basketball next season. I think her stuff is going to do really well. So I would not be surprised at all if I could get $100 out of this during the season. So nice Paige Becker's there. Hopefully that does 10. And then final card that I picked up at the show. Huge shout out to Key Cards. He made a really good deal on this. Or he made me a really good deal, I should say. So the price marked was 100, and honestly, that's not too far off. These have been doing around like 80 or 90 bucks, so 100 is not crazy. But he said he pulled this at the National. I think he bought a few packs, was planning on auctioning them on Whatnot, but he ended up just ripping them all, and this was one of his pulls. Kind of similar to the Paige Beckers, I was checking it out and was like, hey, I'm sending in a value bulk submission. Have you checked out the card? Like what's the condition? And he said he didn't really check it out too super close, but it looked pretty clean from what he could tell. So I was kind of checking it out and he was like, hey, if you're doing a value bulk submission, why don't I just let you have that card for $50? If it gets a 10, come back and see me next time and just give me some extra. And I was like, hey, I'll absolutely do that all day. So literally got this for half off the price. Price was 100, got it for 50. If it does get a 10, I did tell him I would go ahead and give him the full price. I'll give him another 50. But shout out to him. Definitely did not have to do that. So I really appreciate that. Again, I cannot emphasize it enough. It is nice to be back at the local shows with people that I know who are willing to negotiate and give deals. So shout out to everyone at the show that I did make a deal with. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon.